What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. TammyTalks here. Let's talk Summerhouse, Martha's Vineyard. This is episode 7. It Ain't All Rosé. If you are brand new to the channel, I break down TV shows one recap at a time, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section. Let's talk about this, y'all. So the episode wasn't a lot, but it was a lot. A lot happened, right? Is it just me? So it picks up right where the last one left off at this brunch where Shanice is sitting at or standing out on the balcony, still flashing everybody with her rosé. So everybody's downstairs like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God. Is it a big deal? Sure. But last night, y'all didn't think that it was a big deal last night when she was choosing to bear all. So let's not act like it's a huge deal now, right? It's no different than being at Mardi Gras. So Simon takes Bria something to eat and he's telling her what Shanice did. Bria is like, oh, okay. See, Bria doesn't care because in Bria's mind, last night when Shanice did the same thing, nobody cared then, so now she doesn't care. Even though now, there's husbands down there. One husband is on the show. One. And we don't even like him, so we don't care. So apparently, Bria and Shanice talked it out. They're cool. But Bria feels that she's emotionally drained from everything that happened. And that's why she didn't want to go to brunch. So Bria told Shanice the issue. Shanice apologized. They have moved forward with it. Bada bing, bada boom. So then Shanice comes out. And she joins the group. And Alex asked her, so what was that about? I don't like Alex. I've told y'all that. But Alex asked her, so, what was that all about? Shanice said, oh, I just thought it would be kind of funny to do. Not a big deal. I'm here to have fun, relax. We're on vacation. Let's have some fun. Let's not sit and argue and be deep and philosophical the entire time. So we then get Shanice in their confessional room, which I wish they would have used more. I wish they would have used that way more like they do on Real World. But she's in the confessional room, or as they call it, the truth booth. And she's just saying how everybody needs to lighten up. They're there to have fun. We're on vacation. Let's lighten up, everybody. Then she flashes the camera again. And it said that maybe she should just go to Europe or to a nude beach. Maybe, girl. Simon wasn't fazed because Simon is from over across the pond. Simon is from over there. He didn't seem fazed by it personally. So Jasmine then asks Shanice if she's talked to Alex. And Shanice was like, no. Jasmine said, oh, but you probably should. Shanice said, cool, I'll talk to him tomorrow. Preston is asking Shanice if she feels judged within the household. And Shanice is like, yeah, sometimes I feel judged because I just want to be, because I want to have fun all the time. And she feels that people judge her for that. Jasmine is like, yeah, because, same situation with Alex. And I'm like, girl, why would you bring that up? See, this is why don't nobody like you, Jasmine. This is exactly why. One, that wasn't your conversation to have. Two, she just told you. She just told you that she was going to talk to him about it tomorrow. It's a conversation that should have been had between Alex and Shanice and nobody else. And then maybe the Camerons, but nobody else. So Jordan immediately cuts Jasmine off and it's like, well, they haven't had a chance to talk. So let's not bring this up. So now Alex is like, well, what are we talking about? So Jordan goes on to say that Alex has brought up Shanice's situation, as we'll call it. Alex is like, well, I'm not the only person that's been talking about it. They said no, but you're the only person that has brought it up. Alex said that people are acting as if they don't know, whereas Jordan gets activated because it don't take much. Jordan gets activated and is saying that, yeah, everybody knows about it, but you didn't give her the grace to talk about it alone with her. You didn't, which he didn't. And that was always, I said that in the video before, and y'all were in the comments. Now he can feel however he feels. He can. He can be like, you know what? She got a reputation. She's in the news. She done, did whatever she did with this insecure star, and he doesn't want to be around that energy, and that's fine. But Alex was low-key rude to Shanice. He was always side-eyeing her. And I told y'all that Alex walks around as if he's better than everybody, and that shit is mad annoying. So Alex is trying to deflect, and Shanice and Jordan is like, no, let me finish, because you do this to everybody, where you basically try to overtalk people and try to spin it and gaslight everybody. Alex then said that he didn't know Shanice and he thought it was fair to ask questions. But then everybody is like, yeah, ask questions to her. You going around asking everybody else. You went and talked to her best friend. Did you think it wasn't going to get back to her? So Summer is in a confessional, and she says she found out that Alex Googled everybody before coming into the house. She don't like that. She says she looked up everybody's Instagram just to see how they looked, but she didn't Google them to get their backstory. Jason said if you are going to Google somebody and then feel a way about some stuff, then it's only fair for you to at least talk to that person about what you found. Nick said that he absolutely Googled everybody. He said because people are crazy, and is, but at the same time, y'all went through background checks. Y'all went through a bunch of extensive stuff before Bravo put y'all asses on TV. So this whole I wanted to Google to see what they were about, I don't for one second think it was because that Alex questioned his safety in this house with these other women. I don't. So then it begs the question of, so Alex said that this was sent to him, or is it that you really Googled her and you already knew that it wasn't sent to you? So Alex is then saying that we all knew about this. And we've all been talking about it. We then get a scene where all the guys and Bria are having a little kiki about it. And they're saying, well, she should just, talk about it with everyone. Her friends were here to support her. Why does she have to come in and talk about it? I think that's the thing. Why does she have to come in and talk about this? She doesn't. There is no reason for her to come into the house and say, I know y'all don't see me on the blogs. I had a little situation with my ex. Like, why does that need to be talked about? It doesn't. When you think about it, it absolutely does not. So Alex wants to excuse himself from the table because he now feels unsafe. I'm going to tell y'all this, and I know this is probably going to come across the wrong way, but hear me out. I am so tired of people doing it. I feel like it's dangerous. I feel like it's dangerous rhetoric because you're in a situation and you're being called out on some stuff that you did, and you might feel backed in the corner instead of just acknowledging that maybe you were wrong in the situation. Now you want to say that you feel unsafe. I think that's bullshit. I do. I honest to God think that's bullshit. And I don't think that was fair that Alex even did that. You feel unsafe. Meanwhile, Shanice is sitting over there and y'all been talking about her behind her back without even hearing her side of the story. So Alex gets up and leaves the table like a little bitch. Leaves the table. So then Silas pipes up, which nobody asked him, and said that he does not want the narrative to be that Alex brought negative information up. And then Jordan is like, but he did. He did bring it up. The only people that we should be concerned, or the only person whose feelings we should be concerned about is Shanice, and y'all are glossing right over that because Silas is misogynistic as fuck. So that's the only reason why he's glossing over it. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel like the way that he was like, oh, well, let's not attack Nick for it, instead of saying, oh, maybe we shouldn't even be talking about this right now. Has anybody asked Shawnee's? So Preston then said that he only knew about it because Alex brought it up. Silas is over there, what? Yeah. For one, that man is not an insecure star. Okay. So I remember seeing the story, hearing about it, scanning through, seeing that it wasn't about like any of the big people on the show, the actual stars. And I paid that article dust. Who cares? Do I look at Shawnee's differently now? No. Would I feel unsafe or feel a way about kicking it with her because of that? No. Alex is doing too much, but see, Alex is judgmental. I told y'all that, and y'all tried to come for me in the comments and say that he can feel however he feel. He's judgmental. And his shit got called out this episode. So, Alex comes back to the table. And Jason tells him that it could have been handled differently. Alex does not know what he did wrong. Alex doesn't think him being like, y'all know I Googled Shawnee's and having a powwow with all the men and then talking to Bria about it, questioning her, then prejudging Shawnee's. He doesn't see anything wrong with that. And I think that's bullshit that they didn't hold him more accountable for that. But at the end of the day, this is all Jasmine's fault. This is all Jasmine's fault. All of it. This is all Jasmine's fault. What are you doing? A lot of people have said that Jasmine is trying to play producer. Jasmine is trying to, craft and manipulate scenes. I think at the end of the day, Jasmine wanted to look like a hero on this show. Jasmine wanted the audience, the viewers, Bravo, whoever the production company is, she wanted them to look at her as the glue to this show. I'm friends with everyone. I kept everyone together. I held everybody accountable. Everybody came to me about this. That's what Jasmine wanted. And that's not the way that things went. And then we see her jealousy about that later when we're going to get there because that shit blew me too. Then we see Amira and Shawnee's dancing. She drunk, she falls. Shawnee said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You hear me? I'm not here to do all this extra. I want to come, kick it on the weekend, party with my friends, maybe get a fan or two and a couple more Instagram followers, and then be done with it and then go back to my 9 to 5. I see nothing wrong with that. They're all in the house later, everybody hanging out, and Preston is sitting on the couch, and Jordan is like cuddled into him, drunk, sleepy, whatever. And they're just talking about how, she can't hang past midnight. It's a casual conversation. Alex is like, there's a rumor that Jordan and Preston have been sleeping together, and that doesn't align with your celibacy. Now, we know that that is facetious because Preston is gay. And we know that Jordan is celibate, right? So Jordan immediately perks up. She said, I don't come for your veganism. I don't come for your fake sobriety, because he did drink today. And then he said that he has had a couple glasses of wine or champagne or whatever throughout the summer. So she said that she is tired of him playing her like she has been this overly sexual creature, and he has sexualized her more than once. Jordan then starts crying because she's full of emotion. She has a mental breakdown, and she doesn't appreciate what's happening. So we do get the clips, and all the times that we have seen Alex and Jordan interact, he is saying something sexual. Remember, they were blowing up the pool floats. he said something sexual. When they were playing tennis, he said she wasn't like playing tennis sexy enough. He just called her thick. Like he has. And then he, which the thick is not a big deal. It's not, but whatever. Then he is now saying, making another joke about her celibacy, which is weird because when she first told him in the mirror that she was celibate, Alex was like, he kind of aligned with that. Very weird. So Jordan is like crying. She's getting emotional. Amir then tries to chime in, and Jordan was like, and you did it to me as well, too. Jordan feels that Amir basically pissed on the tree to mark his territory, and she's that tree. Because the way that Alex presented that to Jordan was, well, none of us guys, tried to get to know you. I didn't step and really try to talk to you or get to know you because Amir, called you first. So it's the way that Alex presented the message. Is it a big deal that Amir was interested in her? No. And people are missing what she's saying. She's not saying the fact that Amir said, oh, I'm interested in her. She's not offended by that. She's more so offended at the way that Alex presented the conversation, because it makes it feel as if Amir was like, oh yeah, that's all me, y'all fall back. And a lot of that falls onto the guys for feeling like they couldn't even form a platonic friendship with her. We do not see Jordan talking to any of the guys for real. We don't. Outside of Amir, I don't think we've seen Jordan sit and just have a conversation or kick it with any of the men outside of Preston. So Nick, now it's getting louder, so everyone's coming into the room. So Nick asks, so what is the problem? Because I feel like we've all been cool. I've had some conversations with you. Jordan says she is tired of being labeled in the home by the men. And she doesn't get a say in what she gets called. They've called her a party girl and all this other type of stuff, which is something that Alex did as well when they were out. And Silas was saying that, every time Jasmine is out with Jordan, she's out late. And Alex was like, I can see Jordan being a bad influence. She is the party girl. And I feel like Jordan, I've said it then in that recap, Jordan been done with Alex since then. She has been done with Alex since he made that statement. So Jordan really just wants the same respect to her that she's given everybody else. She feels like she ends up with nobody on her side because everybody has heard everybody make these comments about her and nobody has had her back. She feels that no one is trying to get to know her because they're all just kind of prejudging her. So Bria's in her confessional, and she is saying how when you Google Jordan Emmanuel, that she pops up naked, I guess, from Playboy. But when you get to talk to her and get to know her, she's a complete different person. And I feel like the glimpses that we've got of Jordan, I've said that she seems like the most mature person in the house. She's been standing by people as their friends. I mean, she looks pissed all the time. But I don't think Jordan was in the proper mindset to come on this trip. I don't. Jordan might have been going through some stuff, mentally feeling a way about things and all that type of stuff. Because when people have mental breakdowns, it doesn't mean that person has a mental incapacity. Sometimes life be lifing, and you just need to get it all out. And that's what Jordan did in this moment. While this is happening, Amir gets up, walks out, throws his plate on the counter. See, Amir's not used to dealing with black women, and it shows. It shows. Amir's not used to being around black people, and it shows. So Jordan is frustrated with both Alex and Amir. Everybody rallies around her. Alex even gets up. He apologizes, gives her a hug. He tells her that I was just having fun. I thought we were just having fun with each other. Amir goes outside and calls one of his friends and was like, I just got my ass ripped up and dragged and handed to me by the girl I like. She didn't drag you. Amir. I don't even know why you felt that way. Jordan was talking to the entire house. Then Jasmine, I hear my friend downstairs crying. Girl, stay where you are because you're going to come and make it worse. You're going to come and make everything worse. So everybody done had a chance to, woosah. Amir now realizes, just now in this moment, right now in this moment, realizes he doesn't have a chance with her. Why did it take to this moment? You been not having a chance with her. She told y'all she wouldn't fucking with nobody in the house because she's celibate. So they're downstairs playing pool, and Alex and Amir are in there. And Alex tells Amir that, he was just trying to have fun. But what's funny to one person is triggering to the next. And that's true. That's true. Let's move past this. Let's move past it. Let's not talk about this again. Don't bring up Playboy. Don't bring up Jordan's body. Don't bring up shit with her. Okay? Let's not. So the next morning, or was it later that night? Later that night, Amir is laying on the couch and Silas is talking to Jordan. And Silas is saying that, maybe Amir wasn't trying to objectify you. Like, Silas is trying to smooth it over. But it's like, I just hate when Jasmine and Silas get involved in anything, because I feel like they make things worse. So Amir pipes up and it's like, I hear you. I understand. I left because I didn't know if you even wanted me in the room. Jordan tells him, you getting up and walking out was like even worse, because in that moment, it felt like you didn't even care. You didn't really want to hear what I was trying to express or say. She tells him that him staying in that moment, listening to what she had to say, being there like everybody else would have been more impactful. Again, crisis averted. Everybody's cool. Back up in the bedroom, Jasmine tells Silas that she was jealous of Jordan in that moment because she couldn't bring the house together like that. Jasmine, go to hell. Go to hell. Your friend just had a little mental breakdown. Shit just came to a head for her. Came to a halt. She feels objectified by some of the men in the house. She feels that she is being judged by some of the men in the house. She does not feel protected in the house in that capacity. And the only thing you're thinking about is, damn, I ain't had nobody rally around me like that. The next morning, Jasmine and Silas are arguing about a mark on his pants. Apparently, these are brand new pants. She went to iron the pants. The iron left a mark. She now has to get a Tide pen to clean the pants. He's bitching about that. Why you ironing? You can't even fucking iron right. What? I wouldn't pick up nan iron ever again in that marriage. Never. Never. No. It takes one time for me to do something for you as a favor out of the goodness of my heart, for you to turn it around and act as if I can't do shit right. This marriage is not gonna last. Not gonna last. Jordan calls her dad, FaceTimes her dad, and talks about the little breakdown that she had. She said her and her dad are really close. Her mother died when she was 16. And as a result of that, her and her dad got extremely close. So Jordan feels that Amir basically staking his claim caused the other guys to not even want to get to know her, which is basically what we saw happen too. I feel like the show just isn't long enough. You know what I mean? So they're there 15 days. We're already on the finale, which is going to be episode 8. And I feel that if they would have stretched this out to maybe 15 or so episodes, we would get more clarity and I feel like more background information on all these people's relationships in the house. So, but she's talking to her dad, and her dad is like, well, you only got a couple more days left there. Don't let whatever. Nick is talking to his girlfriend from Africa that's in Africa right now. She has 2 flights, each are 10 hours a piece, but he's hoping that she'll be there for the final party. Nick has his, I'm sorry, not Nick, Preston has his pride party. What I got from that, look, a fun little party. It was great that everybody was there. He explained what pride is. I think if you watch Paris is Burning, it's good for people that don't know what pride is. I had a friend that came out to us a couple of years ago, and she wanted us all to watch Paris is Burning. So that's how I actually watched the documentary. Um but it explains pride. It gives more background information. But Preston explained what pride is, how it started as a riot, and everybody, it looked like mostly everybody knew what it was about. Then they do some party at the end. Didn't understand what the party was for at Pride. I might have stopped listening in that moment. But what I found out is that Nick, Silas, and Alex cannot dance. Okay. So, end of the night, everybody had been drinking. They kept yelling, shot o'clock. They had that soul food dinner. Everything looked good. Silas wants to circle back and talk about his pants. Silas wants to circle back and talk about the pants from earlier. Nigga, what? What? So Jasmine is now feeling, in her confessional, she doesn't feel connected to Silas. She said that his mentality is a turnoff, and he's upset by that, and he's offended by that. Y'all know they say reality TV ruins marriages. Y'all probably shouldn't have come on here. The next morning, Silas asks Jasmine if he can use her toothbrush. Because he used his to clean his pants. The way she paid him does and ignored him is the way I would have did it too. But then she goes downstairs and makes some breakfast still. Shawnee's leaves. They're sad to see her go. Bye, Shawnee's. Jasmine is downstairs making breakfast for Silas, talking to Jason. Jason said, look, you have an idea on what a wife is. He has an idea on what a wife is. Y'all need to come in the middle and figure out what it is that y'all feel that y'all marital duties are and how y'all are going to handle them. That's basically what that is. So Jasmine takes Silas's breakfast up to him. He took 2 bites and then he didn't eat it. And he told her it's because, bread and potatoes, he can't do a lot with that. She said, there's no bread, potatoes are not bread. He said it's starch. So she was like, well, this was a waste. Silas did not eat that breakfast out of spite because he's mad about them pants and he's mad that she ignored him about the toothbrush. That's really what that is. He says he can't take starch in large doses. So you eat 2 bites? He is such an asshole. And then next week, it looks like everything is activated. Everybody is activated. Summer gets into it with Bria on the last day, so I guess she can't get kicked out. But Summer pushes Bria. Jordan gets in Bria's face and is saying what the fuck is going on. It's a lot. Unnecessarily. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.